if you are plugged into this video right now, the chances are that you would like to know the best way to grow spiritually as a Christian. Maybe you've asked yourself something like, how can I grow closer to God spiritually? Or how do I grow my faith in God? Or maybe even how do I put God first in my life? These are amazing questions, and in this video we are here to talk about ways to build a stronger spiritual life. First things first, this channel does exist fundamentally to provide teen girls and young women like you with practical tips to further build and develop a personal relationship with God. We also provide engaging lifestyle content over here. For example, we are increasingly providing more Spanish related content, as I am an independent Spanish learner who has self-taught Spanish to conversational fluency. If any of this sounds like your vibe, then join the family by subscribing today and hitting the bell notification literally so that you actually get notified when we upload on this channel. Okay, cool. So let's start by saying this. The main objective when it comes to growing spiritually with God is tracking our progress and then documenting this progress. When we are documenting, right, we're documenting milestones, goals, reflections as we go along. And this is something that is particularly beneficial for those of us who are visual learners. And honestly, this is basically my message summed up. To go a little bit deeper, until spending time with God becomes a delight, it must be an area that we build discipline in. Well, actually, to be honest, even when spending time with God does become a delight, self-discipline is still required in some way, because the reality is we live in a cosmetic and artificial world where things that may hinder us in the long run are disguised as beneficial. So I mean it's cosmetic in the sense that we fall into the trap of indulgence, gluttony, for example, when there's no sight of an end goal or a bigger picture, right? So then how do we build this self-discipline? I want you to remember this acronym, nice and simple. C firm. Choose a goal, find your motivation, identify obstacles, replace old habits, and monitor your progress. Self-discipline is literally the bridge between goals defined, aka it being written down, and goals accomplished. So seeing the manifestation of what was once an idea is what I mean. So just to be transparent with you and share that I am also on this journey as well. As I speak, I am on a 61 accountability challenge with a friend where we are doing that with food and exercise. The benefits are mind-blowing just to see the way God is coming through because we have chosen to surrender to His Holy Spirit is incredible. So yeah, this process of setting goals, tracking milestones, and focusing on the bigger picture is critical for every part of the journey. The level of detail that we go into, however, when it comes to, documenting and tracking does depend on your personality type, accountability that you have, and what works best for you. And I'll say this now. This process of building discipline is intended to stretch us. So just in case you're thinking, this is too much, Ayo, that's okay. The mind that wants to keep us safe will suggest that. But remember that we have power over our thoughts. Our thoughts don't have us, yeah? The thoughts are like the vehicle. Should we choose to sit in the driver's seat versus, the vehicle driving itself? We command that vehicle, aka the thoughts, either go left, right, or straight ahead. So we can take control of these thoughts is what I'm saying. Remember that. Another thing to mention is that the whole concept of being when it comes to this concept of being stretched is a woman as she has a baby inside growing her, right? Yo, that tummy does not stay the same size during the pregnancy journey. That beautiful stomach expands as life literally grows on the inside of that stomach. And what happens when the cycle of growth and expansion is over? That mother, by God's grace, delivers the baby. So in this same way, your mind will be stretched by going on this journey, and so will your capacity. You might even think it's not possible, but by praying to God for the desire to even build this discipline and grow spiritually with Him, you will birth victory. You will birth all that God has intended for you to. You will birth that godly character. You will walk according to all of the things of God's Spirit versus the flesh, And besides, when we are in this process of growth, we can't actually see that we're growing. It's like, it's through conversations with others or having something tracked, that we're able to look back on where we'll really see the milestones that we were working through, There's a quote about us not being able to see the picture when we are in the picture frame. So let me show you this example. This is the picture frame that I am in, right? So therefore, I cannot see this picture I can only see it from this bird's eye view. I couldn't see it like in here because I was in this frame, right? So the same goes with us walking with God. We often can't see our day-to-day progress, but when we are tested or there's an opportunity to act in a non-integral way, for example, telling a white lie, because there's no accountability, that's when we're able to see if we've grown and how far we've come. Another example that comes to my mind is, someone may take like a day 0 and a day 90 weight loss picture on the journey they're embarking on, right? Day to day, they may not feel they've changed because they are used to living within that bodysuit. But bi-weekly pictures using an external system, aka a tracker, will speak way more volumes than the physical eyes were able to see or identify. In the same way, us starting with a clear goal, tracking weekly progress along the way is something that will also do leaps and bounds for our spiritual growth goals. After all, Habakkuk says, write the vision down and make it plain. So you might wonder, how do I even set a spiritual goal in the first place? Well, the first answer to that is prayer. This is where you ask the Holy Spirit to partner with you on this journey. Holy Spirit is God. Essentially, God has given a piece of himself to abide with us here on earth. The second thing is identify what areas you are struggling with. For example, what are your daily struggles, or what external circumstance would you like to see a change in? I do have another YouTube video, by the way, on this channel where I speak about how to study the Bible, so that definitely would be a good one to watch. And the last one, as we begin to wrap up, is accountability. Who have you told, or who can you tell about your goals, and this person can keep you accountable? Maybe something needs to be put on the line too, so if you skip a day, for example, you commit to sending that person X amount of money. And listen, if you're like me, you're not trying to lose that money, so as a result of skipping a day, that is. So these are just some examples, but I just want to get you thinking here. So that's all for this video, but I am excited because in part 2, I will be showing you how I document and track my spiritual growth goals. So I'll be showing you the system that I use to do this on a daily and weekly basis. And also me showing you this will revolve around the CFIRM acronym that we learned earlier about building self-discipline, All right, cool. Last thing I'll say actually is we are really, really big on practicality here, and we desire to provide you with the tools, tips, and secrets to empower you to further build your relationship with God. Well, not only that, but to become a better version of yourself each and every day. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and I, Jill, will catch you in the next video. For now, hasta luego y adios. Okay, Holy Spirit, you are in control. Take control, Holy Spirit. You are here with me. Okay, let's go.